Alright, so we're ready to go ahead and get this other end finished. And I started to put it in there, but I haven't got it finished yet. So what I'm doing is, to protect the finish, I got these brass shims cut that I put between the workpiece and the jaws, and that'll help to keep the jaws from biting into the shaft surface there. So I got 2 of them in there, just got those 2 snug. So I'll go ahead and open up these other 2 and slide them up in there. Alright, and that should also allow it to chuck nice and straight and parallel. I'll just indicate it here where we turn this 1 3/4 down. So continuing to try the filter there. We got the CPL filter on. So y'all can let me know if y'all think it's making a difference or not. So, well, that's half dowel right there. There we go, that's pretty close. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set our tool. I measure this. This measures 3/4 wide. So I'm gonna use my hook scale here. This makes it really nice. You can hook the shoulder there that I want to measure to, and I run my tool in here and line it up on 3/4. But what I'll do is I'll leave it just a bit shy so that I can face that to clean it up. So I'm leaving myself about 30 thousandths right there, about a 32nd of an inch. Set a 0 here on the dial and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and get a center drilled right here, and we'll start our turning. Alright, we got everything set. We're going to go ahead and start making a cut. I'm going to use my trigon on this side right here. That's that ISCAR tool that I like. See how it's going to make a cut on this 4140. You can see it's doing pretty good too. Let me come on back here. I'm going to go in another 8, so that'll be a total of a 1/4 inch. See how it does. It should be about a 1.5 inches there. So I'm going to take 200 thousandths on this one, and you can see it's leaving a nice finish. That's a pretty rough feed rate there too, so we'll slow her down to finish it. I'm actually wanting to speed that up just a little. Alright, let's see where we're at. Alright, we're at 280. Alright, so 280, 281, we're still getting our thou taper right there. So let's go ahead and start working in our sizes Alright, so this one fits pretty good, the original, and they've got it 1.248. So I'm going to copy the original and we're going to finish it at that, because it fits that hole pretty nice. So that actually leaves us, you know, basically 30 thousandths, 32 thousandths. So I'm going to split that in half and take 15. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. 532, and I'm going to slow the feed rate down some. I set that on 7 thousandths feed rate. See what it looks like. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so now I'm going to work on my finish cut and see what we got left here. Alright, so that's showing I need 14 thousandths to bring it down to 2 1/4, 14 and a half, and that's 15. And I think I pointed this out before. You know, the number that I'm saying is the number of, that's how many thousandths I have to bring it down to the size I'm looking for right there. So I'm actually reading the number 14 on the dial right here. When I look at that, I already know I'm at 1 1/4, and then I see 14, so I'm going to bring it down. So I'm going to take it down 14 thousandths, and then I'm going to file it and dress it down those final 2 thousandths. Alright, I got my cross feed dial set at 0. I'm going to come back up to my dial here, take 5 thousandths, I'm going to back out. I'm going to leave everything sit right there where it's at. First thing I want to do is check it and see if I got it, hit it on my size. I'm at 1 1/4. So there's our thou taper. Alright, now I know I want to make this 3/4, so I can come in here with my calipers like that. So we got about 38 thousandths. I don't know if you could see that on camera, so I was getting 788. Just look at my dial right here. I'll go ahead and set a 0 there. I'm just going to hand feed it into my 0 on the cross feed here. Alright, so let's call it 18 thousandths. Which is right on. There's 38. I took 20 the first pass there. Just hand feeding it. There's my 0. Alright, that should be 3/4. There it is. Just gonna hit some chamfers real quick. Alright, and I'm going to take this tool out because I got this tool holder set to the height that I need for these tools. These are the ones that I've got milled down from 1 inch. So we're going to use this grooving tool right here. And what we're going to do is machine this undercut right here. I need to get my measurements, and then we'll get everything set up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just touch this face here like that. I'm going to preload the indicator over here, and I want to move the tool back. It's I believe at 1730 seconds, 532 thousandths. Show you again, from this shoulder to the edge of the groove, that's 532. The groove is 410 wide, taking it down a 16th. So we're going to move it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and preload the indicator here again. Set it to 0, and then what we'll do is offset it 290 thousandths that direction. The tool measures 120 thousandths wide. Depth isn't real critical, it's just an undercut. Alright, so now let me just point something out. That right there is the reason why I personally like keeping my tool post indicated square. When I come in there with a grooving tool or a parting tool or a threading tool or anything like that, especially these tools when you're cutting seal grooves, I want the bottom of that tool to be square with the work. I don't want to kick that an angle by just sight. You know, if you're not doing something like that, just squaring it up with the chuck is fine. But I like to indicate them. So anyway, let's see. So we're going to take it down 62 thousandths. Okay, and we're going to offset at 290. So let me just go over. We're going to go. All right. I'm sorry, can't go that far. I'm just going to keep the insert in the cut here. All right, that's 1. That's 2. All right, now we're going to go 90. And see if I can get a little measurement on that there. Can't really get in there. Looks like we're close enough. So let's just go in and clean that bottom up. All right. There we go. And I'll just use the file to break those corners right there. Hit a little bit and let's see what I've already removed. Alright, so we're down. I'm down to 1.25 inches even now, so now I got 2 thousandths to remove. Okay, took it down 1 thousandth, so I got 1 more to go. Alright, I think I got it where I want it, so we're going to take it out. and we're going to go test fit it, and hopefully it'll go right in there. Alright, here we go. We're going to drop it in the hole for the first time and see how it fits. Touchdown. Just enough clearance. So that's where it'll spin. And I'm going to go ahead and test that set screw while I got it in there. And see if it's hitting in the undercut. There we go. Well, I can see where it touched the shoulder right there, so I think we're good. I know on the other one I could see it an indentation in there. Alright, one more thing we got to do, and that's drill our hole through there for our roll pin. I'll have to get the measurements off of the body right there, wherever it's at, it's over there, and make sure that it's lined up, because I would like it to go down and sit on the shoulder whenever that pin goes through there. So one more step and we'll be on our way to hooking all this up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and find the center of the shaft right here using an edge finder and this keyless chuck. So we're going to drill and ream a 3/8 hole here to match the hole that's in the body over there, and the hole is a 1/2 inch from this shoulder. So we'll find the center first, and then we'll touch off on this shoulder and offset it our proper 1/2 inch. Alright, so that's 1 1/4 that we machined it to, so you want to take half of that, that's going to be 5/8. Then you add a 1/4 inch for your edge finder here, because this is 1/2 inch. So that's going to be a total of 7/8 offset once we find the edge here. Just watch for that edge finder to kick off. There it goes. Zero out the collar. $8, $50, $60, $75. Alright. Alright, so now I want to find our 1/2 inch from the shoulder here. So I'm going to move it back. We'll turn it on. We'll do the same thing. We're going to use our edge finder. Find the edge. Watch for it to kick over. Like that. Alright, I'm going to lock the table. And I'm going to use my hands to just kind of gently go back. Remove the backlash. On this machine it's 15 thousandths. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lock the collar. I watched it move 15. And I feel confident that should put you within a thousandths. So we're already a 1/4 inch away from it to be in the center of this. So all we got to do is move it another 1/4 inch. So that's 250. That should be the center of our hole right there. Alrighty. One thing I had left out is I wanted to put this little jack under here. Not really needed. The vise should hold it, but it'll support any deflection that I'm putting on that shaft as I'm pushing down. So I'm going to just touch it. And I want to verify that I offset it correctly. So that looks like it, 1/2 inch. That's our center drill. Now we'll go ahead and drill it. This is one size under 3/8 right there. Alright, we're going to go in there with our 3/8 reamer. Man, I love that new chuck. That thing runs so nice. Now I'm not going to run it that fast right there. I'm going to have to adjust the step pulleys up here. We'll go down to 210. Sometimes I pick a speed just because I don't feel like moving at that last step. Alright, lock it in. Low gear. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'll just do a little bit of, let's see. I think I'm going to do a little bit of manual deburring on that hole, so we're all through in the mill now. I'm going to use that deburr right there, one of the Noga tools that I got. Go in there and manually scrape that hole. It's kind of like a countersink tool. Works pretty good. Okay. Blow it out right there. Alright guys, well, this pin's ready, and from what judging from things, I think that's all the machine work that's got to be done. So we're going to go ahead and end this video where it's at on making this pin. So we'll do one more of actually putting this thing all together over here on the mill and see how everything fits, okay? So we'll see you on the next video.